Time now for Perspective, which takes us to South Africa and the work of an award-winning charity that offers a safe haven to children and women who've survived abuse. The Home of Hope for Girls provides services for those linked to child sex trafficking. Sexual violence rates in South Africa are among the highest recorded in the world. Well, our guest for today's Perspective is Khanyisile Motsa. She is founder of the award-winning Home of Hope for Girls. Talk to us firstly a little bit about your own experience. You took these girls into your own home initially after some of the violence that you yourself had witnessed on the streets of Johannesburg, I believe.
Yes, that's what I did, and it's what I'm still doing. I'm so sorry that the home of this thing, South Africa, is popular about something that is really humiliating in the communities and in the world. Sex trafficking and human trafficking in South Africa is really right. So Home of Hope is answering to that question. And because we take the safety.
And you yourself, you've been, obviously you set up this charity over 20 years ago. This is a battle that you've really been fighting it for more than 2 decades now. Tell us a little bit about how the situation has evolved in South Africa over that time. It has one of the highest rates of sexual violence across the whole world.
When Home of Hope started, I thought I was helping those children because I was not aware of the problem. I've been working for the 2 decades, as you have said. But the thing is, it is not getting better. It's getting worse because this is big business for syndicates and drug traffickers. So it goes all together.
And tell us, if you can, about some of the experiences that these young girls have had and that these women have had. Just try to paint a picture of just how difficult their lives have been and how they've managed to get through that, thanks to charities like yourselves.
And I'll just take you back a little bit that HIV and AIDS in South Africa killed a lot of people. From that, so many children were left orphaned. So it became so much easier for human traffickers and for existing children who have to take care of themselves. So it is not a thing that maybe you can answer on one day. It has become such a huge thing that each year it is progressing instead of getting better. Yes, we are working, we're doing all what we could do, but it is not getting better because syndicates are more advanced and syndicates have got more money than us. So for a child who's an orphan down there, nobody will be taking her to school, nobody will be taking care of her. Even if she disappears, no one will know that she's no more here. Someone will think maybe she's gone somewhere else, whereas now she is in the hands of traffickers. Children have got parents, maybe are much better. Someone will be looking for her. So now Home of Hope, what she does, we rescue the child, we make sure that he's rehabilitated, go to school, and they excel at school. They become something better.
And the Home of Hope, you've won awards from right across the world. You've got recognition from abroad. But what you've said yourself is that it's great. I really appreciate having received those awards. But what we really need here is resources. Tell us what exactly the charity needs.
In the we need financial funding. In fact, to manage to take care of the children and to have a bigger home, a safer home. During COVID, I realized that whatsoever one is trying is not enough. We need a huge space where we can build our own home, which will be adequate for all our needs. And the children can be free like any other child. During COVID, we were locked in a small space. The children couldn't play and we couldn't go around. So I noticed that this is the problem that I'm facing now. And we can, so that we can also serve more children at that space. That is really our need, because the children, they need to eat, but also they need to be children again.
And you yourself, you've faced many attempts on your life. You have been threatened. You've spoken about how dangerous some of these people you're coming up against are, some of the gangs that are involved in trafficking children. Just talk to us a little bit about that, just your day-to-day life and the kind of threats that you yourself have been exposed to as well.
In fact, that is something that worries us every day. South Africa, we have so much crime. And when you look at these syndicates we're working against, they've got money, they've got all the resources they need. So you can see the child is not safe. I'm not safe. The people are working with me. I feel for them because lives on with me to make sure that these children go to school safely and these children come back from school safely. We need a proper transport to take the children to school, because with what I'm having at the moment, it's not a safe transport you can say for the children on these people who can just plan anything. But yeah, thank God we are here. We really need funding for the organization in order for a better life tomorrow.
Okay, we leave it there. Khanyisile, thank you so much for your time this morning. That's Khanyisile Motsa, founder of the Home of Hope for Girls, joining us live there from South Africa.